All right, Canada. Election season is fast approaching. Well, I mean, it's already upon us. I should say election day is fast approaching. Election season in Canada has been in the making now for a few months because the central planners and control freaks realize that you got to put on a really big, long-term spectacle if you want the indoctrinated masses to be entrenched in the belief and the ideology, the religion of statism. It's of paramount importance to them that you feel and think that civic engagement, choosing your ruler or your master, is the most important thing you can do. And look at what they're doing. Look at the media, the gatekeepers. Look at what the media is doing. Instead of doing what I do on a regular basis and trying to educate and inform you properly with actual genuine proper intentions, using morals, proper ethics, compassion, empathy, and understanding, they use the power of propaganda. They take full advantage of certain weaknesses in your mind that were put there and instilled from very young, early ages through your indoctrination process. They want to use that. They want to mold and shape your opinions and form your ideology around whatever political party, gang of thugs that they promote and support. They don't want to tell you the truth. They want you to use that they want to trick your mind. Like, think about it, whether it's any kind of sports, hockey. Let's use hockey because, I mean, this is Canada after all. They want to be able to put forth the message that you need to support and promote our team. So whether it's the Liberals, the New Democrats, the Conservatives, the Green Party, whatever other fringe party, all these, they want you to support them. They want you to believe in their legitimate authority over you and give them that power. Give them the capability to continue on with the facade of having legitimate authority over you. That's the trick. That's the key. That's what the political process is all about. I mean, when they try to tell you about, or if you do this or that, we can change things through the political process. I mean, what they're really saying is, and I've covered this before, is give my preferred group, my preferred gang of thugs, the control of the mystical concept of government, which is the power of the gun, the power of the use and the threat of that gun. They want you to give them that power so badly that they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. Anything. They have teams of so-called experts that their only job is to figure out how best to trick your mind, to trick you, to give you the best sales pitch, so that in the end, you'll pull that lever, you'll write that name, you'll check that box that will give them ultimate power over not just you, and not just the people you care about, but everybody in this geographical landmass. I'm telling you, and I've told you this before, I've proven. I mean, the proof is out there. The proof is out there, not just by me. I'm just one person. But the proof is out there that there's no such thing as legitimate government, central authority, central planning. It's all derived and conceived based solely on your belief in that system. The more you promote voting and legitimizing the system, the more powerful they become. I mean, look how powerful governments have become. Just like religions of old, the modern religion of statism has become so profoundly powerful and have such massive influence over your mind because you've allowed that to happen. Yes, I know that, yes, It's not fair that you were tricked into believing that stuff, just like it's not fair that you were tricked into believing that Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy was all real when you were a kid. But as an adult, it's on you. The onus is on you to separate fiction from fact. You at least know as an adult that the Tooth Fairy, the Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, you at least know as an adult that none of that stuff is genuinely legit. They were mystical concepts. I don't even know what the purpose behind them was. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact remains that you have to swear off this religion of statism. You have to stop believing in the fact that all you have to do is go select a ruler or a political master, and somehow they're going to be able to change human behavior to the point that's going to benefit you or the people you care about. And if they can, it can only be through the use of force and coercion and control. But for most Canadians, everyone I've ever come across, it's only the well-connected, the true sociopaths and control freaks, the truly evil and vile people that actually genuinely benefit from this mystical concept called government of central planning. I mean, you might get some table scraps, but you have to have enough confidence, enough courage, and some self-esteem to realize and recognize that as a human being, you deserve more than table scraps from political masters, deities, fictional constructs and characters, politicians, the modern preachers, the modern day preachers that propagate the message of mystical entities called central planners, called government. It is of paramount importance, not just for you, not just for your family, not just for those you care about, but for everybody in this country, to stop promoting and supporting and legitimizing this modern day system of oppression, this modern day system of forced subjugation. Stop being a good, obedient little serf. Stop playing the game of thinking that your team, as long as you get your team, your master, the master that you like, stop thinking that as long as you get your master to take the reins, that's what matters. A truly principled, intelligent human being recognizes that no one has the claim of legitimate authority over me. Morality doesn't have to come at the force of a gun or the threat of that force. Think about in your daily life how the vast majority of your time you live morally and principled because you recognize it's the right thing to do. Not because you're forced to do it, but because you recognize that if you want to have that reciprocated back to you, you have to propagate that as well. Please, Canada, join you 14 million people, or you people that are subject to the belief of statism. I don't want to hate on you. I don't want to insult you or belittle you. I just want you to at least wake up and recognize the fact that you have to swear off the religion of statism if you expect anything to ever benefit yourself, your family, those you care about, or anyone else in this geographical landmass. You got to swear off. You got to be like the other 10 million Canadians that have already reached the point for one reason or another. Who knows the underlying fundamental reasons why they don't vote or why they don't choose to legitimize the system. It doesn't matter why a person doesn't want to, support a deity that wants to control and dictate your life. The most important thing is they're not doing it. Their reasons are their own, and hopefully they're for good reasons, right? But ultimately, the fact that 10 million Canadians, including myself, have chosen to not delve into that cesspool and to not use the power of numbers to control and force our ideology upon you. Join us. Think about what it means to us. Think about what it means to the people that are willing to live and let live. When you go to the polling booth and decide to go the other way and use the mystical concept called government, the power, the force of government against us. We're not doing it to you. You know, we're used to being insulted, belittled, and berated. And we can handle that. I can handle that. What we can handle is you continuing to use that concept, the force, the power of government, the power of the gun, the power of threat, the power of violence against us. You can have all that you want, all the things that you think you need, the things, the safety nets. It can all happen. It doesn't have to come as at the end of a barrel of a gun or the threat of the use of that gun. It can come voluntarily. We live in the modern age, the intellectual age. Jump on board. You know, the train's leaving the station. Either get on board or get left behind. Choice is up to you. This is a Canadian Libertarian, and you know I love liberty.